Hello, this is Sierra, and today I'm going to be making pork chops and double baked potatoes. Let's begin. So here I have 4 patted dry, defrosted pork chops, and these are all my seasonings. I have black pepper, pink salt, the best salt for you, lemon pepper, garlic powder with some parsley, whole oregano, onion powder, and adobo. It's a Spanish seasoning. Now, first, you take the black pepper and you grind it over your pork chops. Don't put too much, because then you'll just have really peppery pork chops, and no one likes that. Now just mix that together, get it all mixed and peppery. Add a little bit more on the other side. Make sure it has good seasoning on both sides. And now we move on to the salt. Do the same. And just mix that in. Rub it in. Rub it in. Have some fun with it. Now, lemon pepper. Take the lemon pepper. Take off the top. Nice. Okay. We got it off. Some lemon pepper. Now, break it up. Rub it on the meat. Make sure you really rub the lemon pepper on top of the meat, because you really need to get all the seasonings on top. Now flip it over again. Flip it over and put the rest of your lemon pepper. Okay, so now we're done with the salt, the pepper, and the lemon pepper. On to the garlic powder with the parsley. Do the same, just make sure to put a light coating, not too heavy. Because if you do, then you'll have a little too much of this or a little too little of that, and no one likes that. So really rub it in, and then flip it over, and sprinkle again, and rub it in. This is fun. And you can smell it if you could. It smells amazing. All of the smells put together smell wonderful. Okay. Now, here comes the fun part. Well, it's my favorite part. Put some oregano, whole oregano, in your hand, and grind it in your palms. And just sprinkle it over the meat. Okay? Now, if you get a little much in your hand, then just rub the entire piece of meat until it's all over. And incorporate it all over the piece of meat, so that way every piece is seasoned well. And you want this to happen so that way all the pork chops taste the same and have the same great flavor. That's done. Onion powder. Now this is something that you want to do correctly, because if you have too much onion powder, you won't like it. Just put the right amount, rub it in, and flip over the meat. Then there's no precise amount. Just gotta eyeball it and make sure that you think it's the right amount. Next, and finally, well, not finally, adobo. So a nice sprinkle. This has pepper in it. That's why I don't put too much, because you already sprinkled pepper. And that's the last seasoning. Come on. Okay. I'll just rub that in. And good. You've got all the seasonings incorporated. Let me just go wash my hands. Got myself full of seasonings. Okay, so now that we've finished all the seasoning, we're moving on to some freshly mashed, whatever, garlic. Put about 3, maybe 4 cloves of garlic. And put in a little salt. Put in just a teeny bit of adobo. And now, we mash. You have to mash every single piece, so that way it becomes like a paste, and then you rub it all over the pork chop. So, right about that consistency, where it's not totally mashed, but it's almost there. You still have like a few complete pieces left. So now, with a spoon, scrape it off of here. And just get it out of the little crevice if you have it on your mortar. Pestle, whatever. I always get the two names confused. Put that to the side. Scrape out all the mashed garlic. And you should have about a teaspoon, tablespoon, whatever that measurement is. And plop it on top. Put it in the sink. And take the garlic and rub it on both sides all over the pork chops. And make sure you really get every single thing, every single seasoning on top of these pork chops. And make sure that you season it well, because if it's not seasoned well, it's not going to taste that good. And you won't want people to say that your food isn't good. So there we go. Now that they're all incorporated well, let's move over to the stove. Let's move over to the stove. Come on. Join me. So we put the flame on about medium high. And let me just rinse my hands because I got a little garlic meat on them. And we take the pork chops and we bring them over here to a nice skillet. And make sure that it's heated appropriately. You need to have it medium high, but not blazing hot. And we'll take extra virgin olive oil. And oh, wait a second, because the pot just turned on. So let me hold on. We're watching. We're waiting. Okay, so this is the first video, and now I will see you again for the next video. Bye.